I am Harshal Dilwali. I am the director CEO at Clarissa Group.
And the core values you are carrying for your business.
As much as you are educated, it always gives you an advantage and pulls you ahead in the line.
And I saw that you are MBA Gold Medalist also.
Should be, competent enough. You should have the passion, and you should have that patience.
So just give me a gist about how does your resort looks like. We bring you stories of India's most dynamic entrepreneurs, businessmen, and change makers. Today we have a multidimensional visionary leader with us, Mr. Harshal, CEO and Director of Clarissa Group. With a diversified portfolio, Harshal is not just an entrepreneur. He is the leader with a vision to create an impact. With a spirit of ambition and leadership, he is MBA Gold Medalist, motivational speaker, hotelier, and influencer. Welcome to Feature with Hu9, Harshal. Thank you so much for being part of my show.
Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure being with you.
Same here. And as far as the profile when I was going through, right? So I saw that multiple roles you are into. Not only just as an entrepreneur, you also work yourself as the motivational speaker and also as the hotelier, right? So whenever someone asks you about yourself, what do you do in any given point of time? How do you introduce yourself?
I am Harshal Dilwali. I am the director CEO at Clarissa Group. I am a hotelier, a real estate visionary. I am an entrepreneur, a lawyer by profession, a certified public and a motivational speaker. So I think so that can be the best, introduction what I can give to myself.
Absolutely. And I saw that you are MBA Gold Medalist also. So how those achievements as your educational achievements are helping you to shape up your career, or does not make any relevance to your existing business? I just want to know that how is that achievements or the educational background is helping you in your business?
So I have taken that education just because I wanted to run this business. Because I always tell in my previous stories that your education is never been, ignored in your life. As much as you are educated, it always gives you an advantage and pulls you ahead in the line. And that's what my education also did. It helps me in very different ways. If I talk about my graduation, I completed my graduation in BSc in hospitality and hotel administration. So that is hotel management. So that gave me an expertise in running the hotel's operations, technical parts, inside and outside how the hotel actually operates. If I talk about my post graduation, which is about Masters in Business Administration, MBA, that helps me in restructuring the company, how to run the company, how to balance the company's overall layout, business development, marketing, operations, human resource, and lot more. Digital marketing is the new era of. So these all things is you can learn while doing your masters. It helps you in organizing your business in a wider way. So that's what MB also did. It widened my horizon to just not only look after, hotels or, grow hotels, but there are multiple business, multiple channels a person can, do as a business and can grow in that. So that's what MBA did. It helped me in growing my company to a next level. And if I talk about law, why I did LLB. So I think so that is the one thing which has helped me in getting to know about the rules, regulations, what are the latest, changes in the law system of India. Because when you are doing the business, it is very much, required to understand the new changes, the new taxations, the new, government norms which are there, the new changes in the law system. And this is very much important in our field or in any of the field. One should always understand the law system, and when we are staying in a country like India, it is very important.
So when you started your company, right, what was the initial vision that you had and the core values you are carrying for your business?
See, when I started this business, or when I can say when I joined this business, I thought I should redefine the hospitality industry as as a whole. Okay, I wanted to stick with my tagline, which is experience the wild. I think so that fits better to the vision, short-term vision of the company, right? We are
Okay.
moving into the era while we are moving into an eco hospitality, eco tourism, sustainability. So
Hmm.
that's what our goal is also. We want to, want our guests to experience the luxury in the wild, and
Okay.
that is what our vision is. It's not about just providing them luxury. It is also about the feel of the resort, how much personal touch we can give to our customers, how much
Okay.
personalization we can give, so that we can achieve to the 100% guest satisfaction. And that was our core, and that is still our core value. Apart from that, there are 10 things which every hotel might be having, or which is our core values. First is the integrity. I think so. Every hotel should have that core value as its first main point. Integrity is very important, the fairness in doing any business, right? So that is what our first core value is. If I talk about my second value is we are very customer centric, customer focus. For the business like us, when we are into hospitality sector, right? We should focus more on the customers, and that's what our company is also doing. Apart from that, we respect the people. It's not only our customers or the guests. We respect our employees who are working with us, our our stakeholders who are there with us. So that is very much important. The fourth I can say is the loyalty. That is the big thing. If you can't make a loyal customer base, building a company is waste for you, because your retention level is zero. I always say that you should focus on return on relationship rather than return on investment,
Okay.
because return on relationship beats return on investments. Because if your royal customer can help you in making more money than
Mm-hmm.
investing in into a new customers,
New
so
customer.
your loyalty should be towards your towards your customers who have already been with you.
Already.
You know,
Hmm.
and it's not only with the customers; it should be with your employees too. Then I would like to say that the core values must be of excellence. There should be a drive in you where the excellence should pull you. Always you should focus and drive yourself towards excellence. How better can you be, and how much improvement can you do in your properties? So that is the one of the integral core value one's company should have. Then I would say that innovation, that is the big thing,
Mm-hmm.
because in today's dynamic world everything is evolving very fast, it's changing very fast. See,
Correct.
you need to be very innovative in your ideas, you need to think out of the box. So innovation is the big thing.
Hmm.
Achievements, then I would say, many people would say why the core value is achievement, but I would say achievement is one thing. If you're not have a hunger to achieve something, we can't be better. So in
Okay.
your back of your mind, you should always think that we want to achieve something. You should set your targets in such a way that your achievement should be there in a shorter time. Then only you can be, stepping ahead of some of the good brands. And one we can say is the teamwork, because no company can work without the team. So
Correct.
your integral core values should be, team centric.
Hmm.
Your team should have, bonding with themselves, with
Hmm.
the customers. They should understand
Mm-hmm.
you.
Hmm.
You should understand them. So that is
Hmm.
the big thing. The last and the least I can say is national orientation.
Hmm.
You should think about the nation.
Hmm.
How can your company help in the growth of the nation? So that is the
Okay.
big thing. We always demand from the nation, but what we are giving back to the nation, how we can help in generating the new employment, the new jobs. How can we help in CSR activities? So these
Hmm.
all things help in developing the nation. And one thing what I would like to say is everybody should have an emotional intelligence in them. That is the biggest core value in our industry or in any industry. Every employee, everybody should have an empathy towards the customers. They should understand them. That is the very very integral core value which everyone should have.
So help me understand about your business. Like as you told about hoteliers and as you have running a resort, right? So how different it is, or what kind of aura it is carrying. You spoke about creating the closeness towards your resort, right? Someone comes to your place, he should feel that he is connected. So just give me a gist about how does your resort looks like, and what are the key innovations you have come up in the property.
Currently, Clarissa Group is operating with three properties in three different locations. First is Jim Corbett National Park, the second is in Goa, and the third is in Mukteshwar Nainital. So all our three properties are in a very three exotic locations. One is covering the mountain, second covering the forest, and third
Forest.
covering the sea.
See.
So we are covering all the three, integral natures,
Correct.
uh,
So you
natures,
have one
what we can
resort
say, the
for
parts of the nature.
correct. You have one resort for each season, if I say. For summers, you can
Yeah,
come to Goa.
absolutely
For
perfect.
correct, correct, correct. Most thought processed approach, if I can say. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. So, what we can say about our Jim Corbett property, since it's our first property, everybody has an emotional touch to every first property once a person opens. So, as I, because we started with that property way 10 years back,
Hmm.
and now it is one of the very premium four-star property with 51 rooms, two banquet halls, three dining halls, and a huge three lawns, which can cater not only to the leisure customers but also for your corporates, for the destination weddings, for school
Hmm.
groups, for anyone who would like to have uh, a different experience in the wild, what I can say. And that's what our property caters about. And if I talk about another property in Goa, that is totally a different property. It is also a four-star property. It has a different aura because it caters to the customers who are looking, for a Goa in a different perspective, because it is in an area which is very peaceful. People looking forward for some peace with the sea towards it. So that is the one big thing what we are looking forward to in Goa. And if I talk about our most premium property, which is Mukteshwar, which is a five-star property, that has given a big boost to our company. So that is a first five-star property, and that is in the heart of the Mukteshwar, which is also declaring as the fifth dham of India. So which always gives you a spiritual touch towards the property. It gives a boost towards portfolio of the property. But what different we are doing and what others are not. We already introduced a web check-in technology, a contactless technology in the COVID, which helped our property to redefine in that tense situation where the whole industry was shut. So
Hmm.
in this contactless technology, a person can check in without even going to the reception or the front office desk. They can
Okay.
directly check into their rooms with the app or a website, and they can directly choose the rooms, which category of the room they want, what is the which block they of the rooms they want, what is the category, what is the room number, and what
Hmm.
customization of the room which they prefer even before they are coming to our property. So that is the big advantage what we have given to our customers. These technologies were usually there in when we go to see the movies in Book My Show or in any other these things where you book your seats. So now
Correct.
you book your rooms in the hotel. So that is the big thing. And
Hmm.
when you are sitting in the hotel room with the QR code, you can book your restaurant seats in a properties. You want to sit next to the swimming pool, you want to sit next to the garden,
Correct.
or on which three restaurants you want to have the food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, now even the guests for the checkout do not have to, go to the reception manually and do the checkout procedure. Simple,
Hmm.
you have a QR code where all your bills will be generated.
Hmm.
You have to, clear it out by any means you want, and you are ready to go. So this
Mm-hmm.
has eased down the process. The people are liking this process. So they are enjoying it, because now this world has turned the focus more on AI, more on
Correct.
technology. So right, we can also we have used this technology so that after COVID, the people should have limited customer touch points, and the people could feel safe and sound, and can enjoy the new technology which you have introduced.
So anybody who would like to start a resort in today's time, if he is starting from zero, what things he needs to like consider before starting? Like this question is for someone who is interested in building a hotel business or resort business, right? So if you can just give them a brief roadmap of how to start and what all things need to be considered to start off.
See, what I have learned is in MBA that there are five P's of marketing, right? So I won't repeat that five P's that are very simple: praise, price, promotion,
Correct.
people. So that is very common thing.
Mhm.
These things is the basic what a person should understand. But the biggest thing is that this business is a deep pocket business.
Correct.
Right. If you want to be an hotelier, you should be, competent enough. You should have the passion and you should have that patience, right, to sustain in the market for next 3 years without even earning anything.
Anything.
Because
Okay.
this business will drain your money out.
Mhm.
It will require a lot of hard work. If you think that you will just open the hotel, the customers will come and then they will enjoy and give you a good review, that won't happen. You have to adhere to every problem of the customers, whether it's good or bad. And sometimes, there can be a situation where you can be frustrated and you would like to sell your hotel or you would like to leave this industry. Right. So you have to have a lot of patience. You need to devote a lot of time to this industry. And of course, if you're not technically sound in this industry, you're not technically skilled, you're not educated enough to enter into this industry, it might be tricky more. It might take
Mhm.
you some more years to, understand how this world works. Because it is not only about making the infrastructure or making the building. It's about what type of experience are you giving to the customers? What is a different, customized experience the customer is getting when he or she is coming to your property? So that is what the different out of the box thinking a person should do it. And what I have always told you, this is not the business for a person who is thinking for a short term, business, and they are thinking to become a millionaire in a very short term or a lifespan.
Mhm.
You should always think that this business will give you a return after a decade or maybe 15-20 years, and you have to devote time on it. Every day there will be a maintenance. Every day your money will be burnt, and every day you need to do new innovations. Every day you need something new to attract the customers. And it's not about that. Your marketing, your branding, your social media, your team should be very strong, and these things will take time. So for that, the only thing I can help is that you always start with the small hotels, okay? A small cap hotels like with 10 rooms, 5 rooms, 6 rooms.
Mhm.
Try to run them. Understand the hotel industry, whether you are able to sustain it or not. What are the operations? What are the four main departments where you can do all these things? So you can learn them. So there will be if you start with a niche, then your chances of failing and the losses will be reduced, will be much lower.
Used.
So you will be burning less amount of money, I would say. So you should always start with a small, with a niche, and then you should scale it for the next heights.
So you spoke about having the sticking to this business for next 10 years or 15 years when someone starts, right? What is making you to stick to this business? And as I see that you also have to stick to this business for next couple of years. So what is that thing is driving you to maintain this business for quite a long time?
See, there is always a purpose and a curiosity when you are, doing any business. There should be a reason behind it. And that's what the reason is for me, because I chose hotel management over engineering just because I was passionate, and I had these hotels, and I had an inclination to, make this Clarissa brand a globally recognized, a big brand. And for that, I am very devoted towards this company, and I am trying to do, you know, you can say all the things which needs to be done to make it a global success, whether it's in the part of the education, if it's in the part of the training, if it's in the part of hiring the right people. So these things always or what I can say, you should always have this dream in your mind. There should be You should be having a big dream in your mind what you need to do. There should be a purpose in your life before doing anything. Even if you are studying, right, if you are doing any of your courses, there should be a goal why you are doing that, and how that your particular education will help you.
Hmm.
So everything sticks to your past, and that will help you to grow in your future. So that's what my purpose is till now, that I want to be a global brand. So that's what has, till now for a decade we are sticking to this. And I think for the next of rest of my life, I will be sticking to this and will try to fulfill all my dreams with Clarissa.
Okay. So you spoke about global vision, right? So what are your existing interventions that you are adding in your business that will help you go global? Like what is that thing?
See, first I would like to talk about the vision of the company. So that
Hmm.
is very much important to understand. If your company does not have any vision, your motivation ends there itself.
Correct.
So if I talk about the company's motivation is, Clarissa wants to be the most admired and responsible chain of hotels and resorts, showcasing the Indian traditional values with international standards. So that means we want to stick with our core Indian traditional values, but we want to have the standards with all the international brands are having. So when you have that vision in your mind, then your growth part becomes very easy. And for that, I think so. We have done a good and a handsome job. We are growing in a good scale. Now we are currently operating with three properties in a three exotic locations. We are having a good, strong bonded team, which will help in scaling more. Apart from that, we have all the technical knowledge which is required to run that company. We have all the technically skilled staff to do that, and we have a big dream. So I think so. Dream is much bigger aspect in growing any of your business. And if our dream is strong, and if our willpower is strong, and if we are working hard tirelessly with that passion and compassion and consistency, that can help our business to not only grow domestically but in the international standards.
So as I have been into marketing field from last 10 years, so I run this agency called Brandix Studio, wherein we help people build their brand, online brand. So when it comes to resort or hotel business, what are the things which are helping you market your business, or what are the activities you guys are doing for your business that is helping you market your brand and drive sales? So this is like my way of learning things from multiple businesses through podcast, and understand how other businesses are helping, like working on marketing, so that they are reaching their sales target. End of the day, everything is related to sales. Once the sales is done, you'll get money, then you'll be able to sustain for a couple more years, or the cycle goes on. For that, we need to market. Basically, we need to tell about our brand to various channels. So just give me a gist about how as an industry this thing is been working, and what are the new things are happening in this industry, and also talk about how you personally looking at marketing. As you told MBA, right, you also spoke about 5 P's. That means I am getting this that you are a core marketing guy. So in that way, if you can just give me what are your marketing visions, market vision for your marketing.
See, marketing in our industry dependent upon two things, that's offline and online. So if we talk, right, 5 years ago, the more focus was only on the offline marketing. Everybody has a core field team used to go to the customers or the travel agents or corporates for having an offline sales, and that's what still is there. But at that time the cap or the market share was more for the offline rather than online, because there were
Hmm.
no social media or people were not so active on social medias. So right now also we still have got equal share for offline market and online market. We have our team who are 24/7 on the field and helping us getting the business from different segments for the hospital for our hotels. And but now I think so there has been a major shift from offline to online. Now after the social media has been evolved in a much wider way. Now everything is done when the person sees on Instagram,
Correct.
Facebook,
Mm.
or maybe WhatsApp marketing, email marketing. So
Mm.
that shift has somewhat helped us also, and it has become a vein also for some of the properties. But if I
Mm.
talk about only the positive aspects, it has become a boom for us, because jo dikta hai wo bikta hai, that is the only
Correct.
concept what we are also following it. We get to showcase our properties. We get to showcase our hospitality to the customers, how we cater them, how we can give them a personalized experience, how they can have a better, a holiday experience, a staycation with us. So these things then helped us, in increasing the sales with the customers and increasing our profits. But it's always that we have to stick to our core, and the core is your B2B sales. If you are not sticking to your B2B sales, you cannot personally depend upon your profits on B2C, because still your major chunk is always dependent upon B2B, and that can only be done if you are directly doing your market offline. And that is what the backbone of our company. So we are very strongly bonded with our B2B agents, our companies who have bonded. But yes, now we are trying to build a stronger bond in our B2B segment also.
So, one important aspect in any business is like a customer. So, in that fashion, if you can just tell me one success story or a story which is very close to your heart, which has gone through in your business, any specific testimony, any if any customer has given you, so that will help me understand that what was their experience and which made them talk good about your business. So, if you have some story or thought which you would like to express on customer end.
I would like to talk about one of my recent hotels. The customer came in Mukteshwar, right? Uh, I'm not sure how to start with it, but what I can say is that the property was still in the renovation, right? And the customer was still inclined towards coming to Clarissa, because that was the brand, and that was the commitment, that was the loyalty what that customer gave to us. So we were very happy for it. We were not even in a state to cater him very properly. We were not in a state to give him the best of the services. But trusting us, even in that situation where our property is under construction, where we are not even trying to give him the best of the service, he has shown loyalty to us. I don't think the person should be needing anything else than this from any of the customers. They have
Correct.
stayed in all our two properties in Jim Corbett and Goa, and still trusting us in a property like Mukteshwar, which was still under construction at particular time, when there were many other properties which were maybe better at that moment of time. And
Mm-hmm.
then also the customer gave us one of the best reviews what I could have still imagined. They enjoyed the property, they gave the input, and they also helped us in in rebuilding that property. And I think so we told them that it was under construction from the starting only, but they were so much inclined towards coming to us.
Because they had a very
We
good
were,
experience in their previous stays in the other
yes,
two properties.
of course,
Hmm.
we gave them so personal touch.
Hmm.
We gave them that experience, that we were not ready to have them in our property because it was under construction. We were scared of losing that client. We were scared that they won't get that experience now because we were not ready to function it.
Correct.
But they showed the trust that if you have got 4 rooms ready, we are still ready to come to you. no matter what it is, no matter that they, your labors are still working, or no matter your some part of the hotel is still not operation, we will be staying with you. So that commitment, what the customers show to us, I think so that is the big success for any of the hotels or any of the business, what a person can, achieve. It is much bigger than achieving, millions of or billions of dollars in a business.
So I'd like to know about the other roles you are into, like specifically about public speaking. So how this public speaking is helping you in your business? Like, does it have any impact on your professional side also?
See, I do public speaking as my passion because I think that if my story sparks the dream of any person, then then I can say that my story has become a success. And yes, of course, it do happens because sometimes you require to motivate your employees because they are working day and night, 24 hours 7. When you are having your day off in a week, they
Hmm.
work on your day off. They
Correct.
don't have a day off in any hotel industry because Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that is the peak time of a week where you get most of the clients. And sometimes there can be harsh situations also when we are working in these remote places. The climate might also can play a crucial role. There can be a lot of rains, there can be a lot of heavy snowfall, or maybe they can be flooding also sometimes. So they
Hmm.
can be a very tough situation or challenging situations for the our employees to cater to the customers. So we need to have some empathy towards them. We need to motivate them, and I think so that is what my public speaking helped them. I also tell them my story, how we started it. We started with 10 rooms with
Hmm.
just two-star hotel and how we made it five-star hotel. Everything takes time. How I struggled it, how my family struggled it, how we had tough challenges while making it. These stories help them. Then they feel the same. Then I tell about my journey in the hotel management because then they connect it in a very same manner.
Hmm.
दे से दैट अगर सर आपने अगर हाउसकीपिंग करी है तो हम भी कर सकते हैं. मैंने कहा एब्सोल्युटली राइट बिकॉज आई हैव ग्रोन द सेम वे यू हैव. I have been working in the all the four core departments of the hotels, that is front office, housekeeping, F&B and food production. So these are the four
Hmm.
major core departments of the hotels. So
Hmm.
they feel connected with us when I talk about my stories, my different experiences in the hotel or my journey. So that helps them in boosting their morale and sometimes help them in training also.
So, for a business, you keep on putting a lot of efforts, right? For your business, you make sure that all the things are at place. Each and every strategy has been executed as per what we have planned, and you also tend to invest a lot of money, resources, and time to your business. So, in the other way around, you as a person also needs to invest yourself on yourself through money, through resources, through time. So, what are the things you do for yourself so that you are mostly motivated towards your business and also develop your leadership skills? So, here I would like to know about anything or everything what you do to develop yourself as a leader. As you were speaking about talking to your employees and any other people in your business, right? So, just help me understand the activities which you take care of so that you are good at what you do.
Constant learning, I would say that, because if you are learning constantly, if you are understanding the market, if you are understanding the new trends in the market, then you feel that you have an edge. You can run the company better and you feel good. You feel very confident, right? Apart from that, you also do some personal things for yourself, like you follow your passion. That's what I do. Public speaking, motivational speaking is my passion. I don't do it for any commercial purpose. I just do it because I love to do it. And those things might help you in some other ways because sometimes when you're narrating your story, right, you feel that you have, you can see that how much you have grown from that particular struggle to where are you now. And every time when I meet new people, new entrepreneurs or new budding startups, founders, I talk to them and I get some new ideas about them. I get, every time when I talk about my story or when I listen to their stories or their startup, there is something new which I come up and I try to put in my business. One day a person told me, sir, if you don't have a bar in your resort, okay, or if you don't have a license for it, why don't you make a dummy bar set where it is just written a cocktail and mocktail bar? So I was like, how it is possible? How can I write it just like that? Then I sat with my team. I thought, why not we do it?
Hmm.
We customized one of the setups for that particular bar setup and we put it on our near the swimming pool and just like cocktail and mocktail bar, and it
Hmm.
only serves non-alcoholic drinks, but just with the name, you know we increase the sale of our F&B. So that is
Hmm.
what we get some ideas from the people, and that's what I personally do. I love talking to the new people. I love, giving, new things and new thoughts to the people and listening to their thoughts, new ideas. And that is the best thing what we can do. Apart from that, spending time with the family. That is the best thing, best relaxing thing what you can do to motivate yourself. And sometimes what I can say is music. That is the best part of your life.
So, what advice you would like to give to young founders in today's time? Well, as we see a lot of, when I say young, as in not in terms of age, young as in the people who have just started 1 year ago, 6 months back, any business for that matter. So, what advice would you would like to give them?
I always give this advice that don't give up. Giving up should not be an option in your dictionary. You should always dream big. You should always work hard to achieve that dream. You should be very compassionate. You should have passion. And you should always, work towards excellence to achieve your goals. So that is the biggest, advice what I can give to the young startup founders. And I would also like to, I always give this advice that, pass the persistence test. You should always wait. You should always sustain your business. You should always have the patience to run your business to the next level, because what we see in today's world, the people are just making the company. They just want to become a unicorn in next 2 years. They want to sell the company and move to the next, and that is not the right way of running the business. The business is like your baby. You should grow it in a proper way. You should groom it. Then you should make it a brand. There is a product cycle. So what we have learned, we should implement it. Every business should stick to their business for the long term. And I think so if they are working hard, if they are passionate, if they have, passing the persistent test, then success is not far from them and they will always succeed in their life.
It was really nice talking to you, Harshal. Great
And
interaction we had. Thank you so much for being part of my show. It is really a privilege to have you as my guest.
thank you so much for inviting me. And I had a wonderful, session with you and hope to see you soon in future. Thank you so
See you.
much and lot of success to you.